What's up, guys? It's day 5 of my self-love series, the final day, and I am so happy to have gotten this out to you and kept it up. You guys don't even know, like, deadlines and me, like, it's been a minute, so I'm really glad that I was able to do this series, and it's been an absolute joy. Like I've been saying, it's been so fun. Thank you guys for all the support with this endeavor, and I hope that these practices have really inspired you to do something whenever it comes to loving yourself more. So with that being said, this is day 5, and the final practice is how to be aware of yourself. So I really think this is a form of self-love because it's like whenever you need to talk and you need someone to listen to you, and it's like that is like the coolest, like most compassionate thing you can do for someone is just listen to them. And this is a way to listen to yourself and really acknowledge like what's going on with you and feel yourself and accept it. And that is the biggest reason I do this practice for myself. Is so many of us don't want to accept how we feel. We're always in like some sort of like constant battle in our minds about like between our heart and our mind, and it's like how do you even make the right decision, you know, like regardless of where it's at with your work, your relationship, or just like in your day-to-day life with little things. Like a lot of people struggle with like that connectivity in themselves. So with this practice, it's going to have you really take a beat and get some answers, and it's like really neat. I actually learned part of this from an Uber trip I did. I used to drive for Uber for like over a year, and I ended up picking up, at first she introduced herself as a CEO consultant, so she would help like really top tier business officials like with their businesses, but she actually originated as a spiritual coach. So I learned this from a low-key spiritual coach, and she knew her stuff, guys. It was super cool. So with this practice, I'm just gonna call it how to be aware of yourself. We're just gonna go with that. You're gonna learn how to connect with yourself. You're gonna hear the answers to your problems, which everybody needs to have something for that. And you're gonna learn how to listen not only to yourself but to others more. So we're all like literally in this together. It's just a really cool benefit to have control over you and being able to listen to others, and it's good. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the first steps. And I'm not even gonna count the steps because last video, you guys already know, I was like, there's only 5 and it ended up being 7. So we're just gonna go over these steps and everyone's gonna like it, I hope. So yeah, this first step, you're gonna wanna be somewhere where it is quiet. You really are gonna wanna be separated, somewhere secluded with no interruptions. You don't have to be paranoid about nothing. Like, you just want to be somewhere where you can just be with you. And so why that's important is you don't want to break your concentration, because the whole point of this practice is to listen for the answers to whatever you're struggling with. So we're going to do that. With the second step, you're going to want to close your eyes. Close your eyes and visualize where you are right now. So like right now, I'm literally sitting in front of my camera. Okay. And I like can see in my mind like, oh, I have to go into work tomorrow. I have to still edit these videos. I still have to do yada, yada, yada for my business. Like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, like you can just kind of see it. And if you don't feel like you can see it, just still close your eyes, because you're going to acknowledge some stuff anyway. So step 3, you're going to call your problems forward. So for me, I would probably call over the fact that I feel really overwhelmed right now, you know? Like, it's not like a bad overwhelmment, but it's like I am totally like, I have so many little things to do. So many little things to do. What am I gonna do about that? So, okay, there's the problem. My problem seems so surface value. So if you have something that's grander, like, call that forward and don't be afraid of it. That, like, don't be afraid to face your problems, but it's just not gonna help you to let it fester. So whatever you really want to address in yourself, like, this is the time to bring it forward and feel how you are feeling about it, which brings me to step 4, where you just kind of sit in that confusion. And I call it confusion because more than likely, if it's a problem like that is that heavy, it's not something like that's making you happy. And we're all supposed to be happy while we're living life here, you know? So I call it being confused, and it could be debatable in some ways, but it's like, you need to just sit with everything that's spiraling in your mind, like the what ifs and the doubt and everything, and just let that kind of sit there and acknowledge it all, feel it, just feel it. And once you are like in the spot where it's like, okay, you're over this, or you're like just kind of, you're just like, I'm ready to move on. I want you to take all of that confusion, all of the spins, all the doubt and everything, that problem, and I want you to visualize it turning into a ball. Okay? Because what we're gonna do is figure out this one thing. It's something in your mind that you can describe now. So step 5 is going to be accepting this problem, and it's in your hands, this ball, which is the problem that you're addressing right now, and you're going to accept, like, does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? Does it feel like you can throw it? Like, does it feel like you have control? What does it feel like to you? Ask yourself those questions. Acknowledge those answers in yourself, because it's like right now, like for me, my all my little things in my head that were just spiraling about what do I need to get done first? Like, how am I gonna do this without being too stressed? You know, like, can I acknowledge that I'm stressed? Okay. Can I accept that it's okay to be stressed? It's hard because I want to be better, but I know it's a part of life. Like, life is an experience, and hold on, my phone. Sorry, my phone went off. But yeah, life is an experience, and can you accept how you're feeling about your situation? And stop going back to what's not working. A lot of people do that too. If obviously the person that's bothering you, if that's like an issue, or the job has its own regulations and you have no control over what the heck you're supposed to, like what the heck you don't agree with, you have no control over that. So stop going back to things that aren't a variable, but like an actual component. Like, that is just how that person is. That is just how that job is. So we're just gonna need to acknowledge where we're at in it. And that's why we started off in this program, or this practice, knowing this is where you're at. Like, I'm sitting right here in front of my camera, and you're gonna be sitting wherever you're sitting, and you're gonna acknowledge the fact that you can't control everything, but you can control yourself. But you have to acknowledge what is the problem, what is issue. It's not like you have to look at you and say that you're the problem. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that we need to accept how we're feeling about our issues, and we need to be able to accept it, because this is vital for you to be able to get the answers that you're wanting. If you are sitting on this wanting a solution, That's the major point. Like, you're doing this to get an answer to your problem. So with that being said, you have this ball in your head, you know, just like visualizing it. It feels really heavy to you. It feels like it's so heavy that you can't even like control it. You can't throw it anywhere. You can't get rid of it. You know, you want to get rid of it, or you want to make the situation better. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Sit there on that, and breathe. And the next step is just knowing that the answers are all in you. Like, the answers are already there, and to have faith that you're going to make the right decision for yourself, and it's going to be okay. But you have to know that you have the answers already, and you're going to ask for it to come forth. So with the next step, what you're going to do is listen with your ears. Your eyes are still closed at this point. Your eyes are still closed, and you're going to audibly listen with your ears for an answer. And just be at peace with that. You're listening. You're just listening for the answer to that problem. And so the next step, and take however long you want to listen for that answer, but don't put any work into it. Like, it's just listening. Okay, you've already acknowledged the problem isn't a ball. That's honestly, in my opinion, putting it in your control already. And you're going to listen for that answer. So with the next step, whenever you're ready, open your eyes and trust the process. Have faith that everything will work out, and you will have the answer to that problem. But whatever you do, just learn from knowing what you have control over and what you don't have control over, and accept how you feel about it, and don't fight it. Don't fight it to the point to where it's just like draining you. And that's like a huge like thing that I really enjoy about doing this process, this practice, is that you really take a moment for yourself to be like, hey, like, I feel like shit about this right now. I can't do anything about it. Or what can I do about it? I have no idea what I should do about it. Well, you're asking yourself, you're asking whomever is out there, like whatever you believe in, for the answer. And guess what? You're gonna get it. You will get the answer. You just have to be willing to listen. So listen for your answer, take it easy, and yeah, whenever I do this practice, for me, it's like once I can calm my mind enough on my problem, I get the answer pretty quick. And it's because I truly just accept that, you know, it is okay. This will work out. And everything's happening for my greatest good. And I feel at peace about it. And I know whatever move I need to make for that situation is just going to be what was supposed to happen. And it's okay. So yeah, that is my final practice for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed everything that I pushed out to you. I know this is very impromptu, and I can't wait to go back at it with a different series and see what more I can give to you guys, and a little less impromptu style, but who knows, this is pretty fun. Yeah, you guys have a great Halloween, Hallows Eve, weekend, everything. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for all the support again, and I will see you guys next time. I might do another series. I don't know. I'll probably do another series. So yeah. All right, you guys, have a good one. Check you later.